10 years later, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy's Western team-up is climbing up the streaming charts. This Christmas will officially mark 10 years since Alejandro G. Iñárritu released his Western survival epic, The Revenant, in theaters. Known as the film that finally broke Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar-losing streak and earned him his first statuette, it reunited the Titanic star with his Inception colleague Tom Hardy for a blockbuster effort that was rewarded for its painstaking production with 3 Academy Awards and a box office haul of $533 million. The brutal revenge tale set in the 1820s Great Plains is also remembered as one of the bleakest modern westerns, following the struggles of frontiersman Hugh Glass through the snowy landscape. Now, as the anniversary nears, viewers are once again flocking to the acclaimed feature on Paramount+, launching it to a peak of 8th place on the platform's film chart this week. Based partly on Michael Punk's novel of the same name and Glass's true, somehow even more bizarre survival story, The Revenant unfolds in the uncharted wilderness in 1823 amid the Arikara War. Guiding a group of trappers through the environment, Glass is suddenly left on death's door after being brutally mauled by a bear. Rather than helping him, his party chooses to leave him behind to avoid more Arikara attacks, though not before one member, John Fitzgerald, Hardy, murders the frontiersman's young son while he can only watch helplessly and half buries Glass alive. The rest of the film follows his unlikely fight for survival, using all of his skills to brave the cold and the many threats that roam through the wilderness while gravely injured. He's carried forward by grief and a burning desire for revenge against Fitzgerald, setting up a desperate final clash between the two outdoorsmen. Though DiCaprio received much of the buzz, Iñárritu also earned his second straight directing Oscar after Birdman the prior year, which also won Best Picture. However, The Revenant fell short of the night's top honors in 2016, ultimately losing out to Spotlight. It still boasts a strong, certified fresh 78% score from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, with plenty of praise for DiCaprio's performance as one of the best in his impressive career. He and Hardy are also prominently joined in the wilderness by Domhnall Gleeson and Will Poulter. Is DiCaprio about to earn his second Oscar? As The Revenant celebrates 10 years, DiCaprio may be gearing up for another Oscar win 10 years after finally breaking through with Hugh Glass. Earlier this year, he took on the lead role in Paul Thomas Anderson's wildly acclaimed action thriller One Battle After Another, following a paranoid ex-revolutionary fighting desperately to keep his daughter safe from his past enemy, who's come hunting them down. Mixing big-budget action, screwball comedy, and timely commentary, it earned a very strong 94% Rotten Tomatoes score from critics, along with an emphatic seal of approval from Steven Spielberg, and has largely been circled as a frontrunner for Best Picture, with Collider's Ross Bonheim saying in his 10 out of 10 review, "One Battle After Another is the type of film that only comes along a few times a generation, a masterfully crafted work that speaks to our present as a defining work of what it was like to live in our present era." DiCaprio is expected to get his 6th leading actor nomination for playing the washed-up Bob Ferguson, but he's also surrounded by star power, including a breakout Chasen Fury, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, and Teyana Taylor. The Revenant is currently streaming on Paramount+. Stay tuned here at Collider for more on all of the biggest hits on streaming.